Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm pretty excited about the one today because I'm releasing a new product that I have 3D designed myself and 3D printed and have been testing for the last couple of months, and now it's finally ready to go, and you can get it yourself at my Shapeways store at BrainExploderCreations.com, so check it out if you have a moment. But what this does is solve the problem of using a helmet with an NVG mount and a GoPro. There are other options out there, but this is the best one. So stay tuned, I'm going to go over its features, how it works, and why you need to have it. To give you a brief idea of why I decided to come up with this product, I'll go over the history, how we got here, and how this product was inspired, which was by necessity. And hopefully it'll give you an idea why this is better than the products out there currently. Like most of you out there, when I first got my GoPro, I instantly needed a way to get it on my helmet. So I went with the most obvious choice, which was this GoPro official NVG mount. And it seems like a great option first, but clearly this was designed by someone who's not a user of this device. It was probably given to some intern and they were told to make something that fits in here and that you could attach a GoPro to. Once you do attach your camera and clip it in, you end up with something like this. Now, it's not such a bad option, but as you can see, it sits very high off your face. The actual lens is probably 2 inches above your eye line, and the camera has no point of reference, so it's swiveling all over the place. So anytime you clip it in, if you bump it, it might be facing this way, or it might be facing this way, and who knows which way is the actually proper way. So those were my two major problems with it. To remedy that, I got rid of this, so it was basically a useless purchase. And I created my own mount, which was sort of a hodgepodge of a few things. I actually used the insert that came with this helmet that clipped in here, and on there I built on a couple of arms included with the GoPro and then some extension arms that I had to buy. So this worked pretty well, and I was using this for about a year. And that gave me pretty good alignment, but as you can see, the camera was still hanging out way too far out there, and I needed a screw back here to index the camera every time, which I have got rid of now since I no longer need it. But when I got my 3D printer, I knew I could improve on this product and make it better for me and my own videos, but I could also then share it with you guys. Now that brings us to my camera mount design. I've been working on this for the last couple of months, testing it, designing it, revising it slightly. And I'm to the point where I'm real happy with it. It works really well for my needs, and I'm now confident in sharing it with you guys. And this is a fully 3D printed design. It's very light, it's very sturdy. It has no metal parts, no screws, no locks, no springs. The only spring in here is plastic, and it's all printed together, so it's rock solid. It's basically one continuous piece. And the way this works is amazingly simple. It's very similar to the other ones in how the camera locks in. You slide it in here, your standard GoPro attachment points. Drop the nut part in here on the corresponding side, and you should have one of these arms and nuts with pretty much every GoPro that's ever been sold. Lock it down, keep it a little loose when you're first putting it in, slide it into the helmet, and then push up on this knob. I find that it works best to kind of push from the bottom here in the recess. Once it's in there, swivel down the camera, lock down the arm, so there's no more movement. And as you can see, camera's on there great. It holds amazingly well. And what you end up with is the perfectly aligned camera that you never have to worry about. Unlike these other designs, that was an extra step trying to align your camera. You have to ask somebody, or you have to turn on the GoPro app and see where you're pointing. And then it also minimizes the size of everything. You no longer need extra extension arms to get the camera where you want. You just lock it in, it's a perfect alignment. As you can see, it lines up perfectly with the bottom of the helmet here, so the camera is not in the way, it's not blocking your iron sights, it's not blocking red dots. It's just there perfectly sitting and looking where you want it to look. Here it's shown in the Gopro Hero3. The case, from what I've seen, and dimensions is the same for the Plus and the 4, I should say. So this should work for all the GoPros available out there. If you have some sort of slim case, perhaps you might want to pad a little bit behind it so it's not looking too far down. But again, when you get this, try it out, do a few dry runs and see how you like it. On the back of the mount, you'll find a couple of L notches here at the bottom, and these protrude further than the rest of the back of the case. That's designed to accommodate different dimensions of the NVG mount. They could be a little off spec. If the camera's fitting in too tight, you could just shave these down or cut them off entirely, and that should slide in much easier. But these were designed to reduce all possible wobble by pushing forward on the spring and on the mount itself, so it's a really nice tight fit. So if you're having fitment issues, you could sand these down or cut them off entirely until you get it perfect. So hopefully you guys like what you see. If you want to get yourself a copy, check out my store at BrainExploderCreations.com. Hopefully you pick a copy up for yourself and support the channel at the same time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.